Thank you guys all for having me here. Thank you, CCSA. Truly an honor and a pleasure. So as you guys could see from the video, I appreciated a different blue uniform for a few years. But seriously, I want to go back to the time when I was incarcerated. And one of the things that I saw while I was there was my peers around me. There were three major things. One, that somewhere, somehow, some institution had failed them, be it their home, their community, society, or our education system. The second thing that was disturbing to me was typically guys, it was 70% of the guys there had a 4th to 6th grade reading level. And the last most disturbing thing for me was that still in the institution that we were in, we were still failing human beings. And they were coming back to our societies. And so I wanted to do something about that. And so the more I educated myself, we were able to create the college program. And I'm proud to say that 3,000 students later inside our prison system, 100 who are actually attending four-year universities today, we are actually doing something on the inside to alter the cradle-to-prison pipeline. But unfortunately and fortunately, we still have work to do. And that's why I'm here. Professionally, I'm an engineer. I build huge buildings in California to this day. I literally am my career is the epitome of what it means to ignite a child's imagination. With a little bit of technicality on the side, we dream, we sit in boardrooms and we dream of buildings and we build them. And that's what every single child should have the ability to do. And we should make sure they get to that point. And it starts with a foundation. And so when I go on and represent my community, I'm going to work tirelessly to push forward early childhood education. I'm going to work tirelessly to make sure that our children have a chance to go to summer camps and summer programs so that during the summer months they're not highly incarcerated, but in fact are still learning. And that now leads me to our K-12 system, which is very clear to all of us sitting here is not the best. And it's in disrepair. And it is our obligation to make sure we repair this system. That is why we are all here. We care about our children. We are no longer accepting mediocrity and the idea that we are just going to let droves and droves of children just fall by the wayside. This is no longer acceptable. And I want to commend you all for continuing the work that you guys are doing. And I want to leave you with a story for all the educators and parents here. When I was a child in the second grade, there was a moment where my teacher, after being abandoned by a heroin-addicted mother, every single day I brought that pain and anger into the classroom, which I'm sure many of you guys deal with in our inner city schools. But that teacher, instead of suspending me only or calling my parents only when I did wrong, she would sit me on the bench for 15 minutes, which felt like 15 years, but hug me afterwards and tell me how great I was and tell me how important I would be one day. And would call my father and tell him any act of kindness I had delivered during that day to show him who I really was and who I could be. And this is the type of leadership that we need to make sure stays in our schools, the type of leadership that you guys continue to bring in love and care and courage to stand up for our children. So as I go out and fight in Sacramento, I want to let you guys know that I'm here for you. And I hope that you guys are here for me also so we can move forward, so we can develop the next big dreamers in this here California, the next person who's going to build the first fully robotic parking structure and otherwise. We can do it together, and I really, really thank you guys for all the hard work you put in and really appreciate for having you here. Thank you guys.